Hi, I'm Naima Latif. Are you grieving over the loss of a loved one? What actually happens when we die? What if a departed loved one came back to you and told you all about what they're experiencing? Well, that's what happened to me. So I want to share my experience with you so that you can also discover that your loved ones are right here, ready to talk to you if you're ready to listen. And I can show you how. It's all right here in this book, Visits from the Dream State. In May of 2006, my husband, Sultan Abdul Latif, was diagnosed with colon cancer. The doctors gave him about 1 year to live, and they suggested chemotherapy. But of course, we lived a healthy lifestyle, believed in healthy eating, and we decided against the chemotherapy. We said we're going to try some herbal treatments we'd read about, more natural healing. And we did. And sure enough, a year later, Sultan was still here, but he was still rapidly losing weight. And even after a year of healthy eating and healthy lifestyle and herbal treatments, we could see that the illness was progressing. By July of 2007, he had lost so much weight, we decided to go ahead and try the chemotherapy. But even after months of chemotherapy, we could see that his transition was imminent. Now, of course, we were devout Muslims believing in an afterlife. But there's one thing to have a faith. There's another thing to have knowledge that is certain based on experience. My husband Sultan was about to go into the great unknown, where we all must go eventually. Well, I wanted more than just a faith. I wanted a no. So I made him promise that once he transitioned from this life, that he figure out a way to come back and tell me exactly how it is. Well, I want you to know, he kept his promise. A few days after his funeral, he began visiting me in spirit. I kept a notebook by my bed and recorded everything that he said and what happened during those visitations. Now, my husband and I, we were partners in life. We produced TV shows together. We produced a stage play together. We wrote books together. And after a few months of noting his visits and what he said, I realized that we were producing yet another book together. And my notebook evolved into this book, Visits from the Dream State. You know, our religions don't teach us that you can still reconnect with someone who has transitioned out of their physical body. But the reality is, we can do this because we, just like they, are spirits. You know, once we realized that we could stay connected, my life changed. This was an autobiography I never planned to write. It's a story I could never have imagined. It's an experience that transformed who I am. Now that I know the reality that there truly is no such thing as death, I have absolutely no fear. I live in perfect peace. And so can you. You know, it's been 17 years since my husband's transition, and we still keep in touch. Every now and then, we visit each other. I have visited him in spirit and seen what looks like a college campus. I've visited him in what appears to be his classroom where he's apparently enjoying taking classes. It's a beautiful place of love and light and learning. Now, all over the internet, people are giving accounts of their near-death experiences where they died a clinical death. And they give an account of how they went to heaven and saw their departed loved ones. But ultimately, they realized it was not yet their time to go, and so they came back here to finish their work here on earth. Well, I didn't have a near-death experience, but I did leave my body. I went through the tunnel. I experienced some amazing visions. And with the help of my husband, Sultan, I've been able to leave my body and visit another dimension of time and space. It sounds amazing, doesn't it? You know, the first time we were together in spirit, I was like, are we supposed to be doing this? Are we breaking any rules? Well, apparently not. There is no such thing as death. We are eternal beings. And your loved ones are merely a thought away. You too can discover how to connect with the essence of your loved one. And you too can be at perfect peace. Get the book, Visits from the Dream State. Go to www.naimalatif.com. That's www.naimalatif.com.